Archangel Michael has an urgent message about a situation that's unfolding in your life right now. Someone close to you never thought you'd actually walk away from them, but you did. They believed you would always be there, no matter how they treated you. Your departure has shocked them to their core. You've been feeling the divine pull to distance yourself from certain people lately. Those moments of sudden clarity about toxic relationships, the strength that came from nowhere to finally say enough, the blue light you sometimes see when making difficult decisions. These were all signs from Archangel Michael preparing you for this necessary separation. The powerful guardian angel has been guiding you toward this moment of liberation. He wants you to know that your departure has triggered something unexpected in those you left behind. Right now, as you hear this message, they are experiencing deep regret, unlike anything they've ever felt before. The timing of this divine message is crucial because what's happening in their hearts and minds will help you understand why leaving was the right choice. Archangel Michael stands with you as you learn the truth about their current emotional state and why your absence has changed everything. Archangel Michael reveals something powerful about the people you walked away from. They took your presence completely for granted. These individuals lived their lives assuming you would always be available, always forgiving, always there to support them no matter what. They became comfortable treating you poorly because they believed deep down that you'd never actually leave. Your loyalty became their security blanket, and they wrapped themselves in it while giving you nothing in return. Your departure has shattered their sense of control and safety. They're now facing the harsh reality of life without your energy, your support, your unconditional love and patience. The regret consuming them goes deeper than simple sadness or missing you. This is pure panic about what they've lost forever. They're realizing that no one else in their life treated them with the kindness and understanding you showed. No one else tolerated their selfishness, their mood swings, their taking without giving back. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that their shock isn't just about losing you as a person. It's about losing the one relationship where they could be their worst selves without consequences. They built their entire emotional foundation on your willingness to stay, and now that foundation has crumbled completely. The reality of your absence is teaching them lessons they refused to learn while you were there. Now you need to recognize how clearly they showed you that they took your presence for granted. Think back to all the times you tried to communicate your feelings, only to have them dismiss your concerns as drama or overreaction. They made you feel like your emotions didn't matter, like you were being too sensitive when you asked for basic respect and consideration. Remember how they always seemed to prioritize other people's needs while expecting you to wait patiently on the sidelines. When friends called, they dropped everything. When you needed support, they were suddenly too busy or too tired. They gave their best energy to everyone else and expected you to be grateful for whatever scraps of attention remained. Pay attention to how they always assumed you'd forgive their hurtful behavior without them having to change or apologize genuinely. They learned that they could treat you badly, ignore you for days, then return with a simple excuse and you'd welcome them back. This pattern taught them that your love had no limits and required no effort on their part. Notice how they took credit for your kindness while minimizing your worth. When others complimented their relationships or their apparent happiness, they never mentioned how much of that came from your constant giving and sacrifice. They let people believe they were naturally blessed while your contributions remained invisible. The most telling sign was how they only reached out when they needed something. Your phone would stay silent for weeks until they faced a problem, wanted emotional support, or needed practical help. Then suddenly you became important again, but only until their crisis passed. Archangel Michael reveals the depth of emotional turmoil they're experiencing right now? They're replaying every moment they took you for granted, and the weight of their realizations is crushing them. Those sleepless nights they're having? They're filled with memories of your kindness contrasted against their selfishness. They keep remembering specific instances where you went out of your way to help them, only to receive indifference or criticism in return. They're trying to replace what you brought to their lives, but every new person they encounter falls short. No one else listens to their problems with your patience. No one else forgives their mistakes as quickly. No one else puts their needs first the way you did. This comparison is driving them to understand exactly what they threw away through their careless treatment of your heart. The loneliness hitting them isn't just about missing your company. It's about missing the version of themselves they could be around you. You brought out their better qualities through your acceptance and love. Without you, they're facing their raw, unpolished selves, and they don't like what they see. Other people in their lives are treating them the same way they treated you, with casual indifference and conditional care. They're experiencing the isolation that comes from relationships based on what you can provide rather than who you are. Every interaction feels transactional now because that's how they approach their relationship with you. The karma of their behavior has circled back, and they're receiving the same energy they gave. This awakening to their own patterns is creating regret so deep it's changing how they see every relationship in their life. Archangel Michael orchestrated your departure to protect your spiritual growth and soul purpose. Your energy was being constantly drained by giving without receiving, and this imbalance was preventing your spiritual evolution. The divine timing of your awakening to their true nature wasn't coincidence, it was intervention to save you from further harm. Staying in that dynamic would have kept you trapped in patterns that diminished your light. Your soul was crying out for liberation, and Archangel Michael answered by giving you the strength to honor your worth. Those protection prayers you whispered during your lowest moments, they created the energetic shift that finally allowed you to see clearly and act courageously. Your departure was necessary because some people only learn through loss. While you were there, absorbing their negativity and cushioning their consequences, they had no reason to change. Your presence, though well-intentioned, was actually enabling their destructive patterns. By leaving, you forced them to face the reality of their behavior and its impact. The energetic cords connecting you to their drama and dysfunction needed to be cut for your healing to begin. These invisible threads were keeping you emotionally tied to their ups and downs, their crises, and chaos. Archangel Michael helped you sever these connections so your energy could return to you and be used for your own growth and happiness. Your absence is teaching them lessons about respect, appreciation, and genuine love that they couldn't learn any other way. Sometimes the greatest act of love is refusing to enable someone's harmful behavior by removing yourself from the equation completely. The immediate lightness you felt after creating distance wasn't your imagination, it was your soul celebrating its freedom. Your energy levels have dramatically increased since you stopped pouring yourself into a relationship that gave nothing back. That constant exhaustion you thought was normal, it was actually the result of energetic depletion from being around people who took more than they gave. New opportunities are appearing in your life because you've created space for them. When you were caught up in their drama and demands, you had no bandwidth for recognizing or pursuing your own dreams. Now that your attention isn't constantly focused on managing their emotions and needs, you can see possibilities that were always there but hidden. People who truly appreciate you are entering your circle. These new relationships feel different because they're based on mutual respect and genuine care. You're discovering what it feels like to be valued for who you are rather than what you provide. The contrast is showing you just how unbalanced your previous relationship had become. Your confidence in self worth are growing stronger each day. Without their constant criticism and taking your kindness for granted, you're remembering your value. The peace that comes from honoring your boundaries is teaching you that your well-being matters just as much as anyone else's. Your spiritual gifts are flourishing without their negative influence clouding your intuition. That inner voice guiding you toward better choices? It's clearer now because you're not constantly guessing yourself or making excuses for someone else's behavior. You're finally free to become who you were meant to be, Archangel. Michael warns you about the predictable attempts they'll make to reconnect now that regret has set in. These guilt-tripping messages will arrive when their loneliness peaks, designed to make you feel responsible for their emotional state. They'll write long texts about how much they miss you, but notice how these messages focus on their feelings rather than acknowledging the harm they caused. Watch for attempts to minimize their past behavior with phrases like, "I know I wasn't perfect," or "we both made mistakes." This language reduces serious patterns of disrespect to minor imperfections, avoiding accountability for the real damage done to your heart and self-esteem. Their promises of change will sound convincing, but lack the genuine commitment that real transformation requires. They'll make grand declarations about being different now, but pay attention to whether they're addressing the specific behaviors that drove you away, or just making vague promises about trying harder. They'll use mutual friends or family members to reach you, sharing their regret and asking these people to advocate on their behalf. This indirect approach is manipulation designed to pressure you through people who care about both of you. Expect them to play the victim, telling others how hurt they are by your departure while leaving out the months or years of taking you for granted. They'll frame your healthy boundary setting as cruel abandonment, hoping to gain sympathy and paint you as the unreasonable one. Archangel Michael provides specific guidance for maintaining your resolve during this challenging time. When doubt creeps in or when their regret-driven attempts to reconnect tug at your heart, remember why you left in the first place. Your initial decision was divinely guided and based on patterns of behavior, not single incidents. Strengthen your energetic boundaries through daily visualization. See yourself surrounded by Archangel Michael's protective blue light, creating a shield that allows love in while keeping manipulation out. This practice helps you distinguish between genuine remorse and emotional manipulation designed to draw you back into unhealthy dynamics. Trust your inner knowing about the difference between authentic change and temporary regret. Real transformation takes consistent action over time, not just words spoken in desperation. Archangel Michael will give you clarity to see through surface-level promises to the deeper patterns that need addressing. Create daily practices that maintain your newfound peace. Morning prayers for continued strength, evening gratitude for your freedom, and moments throughout the day when you consciously choose your well-being over their comfort. These small acts of self-love reinforce your commitment to healthy boundaries. The angels are celebrating your courage to honor yourself. Every day you maintain your boundaries is a victory for your spiritual growth. Signs that you're on the right path include increased synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and a growing sense of inner peace despite external pressure. Archangel Michael stands with you in this brave new beginning. The importance of not looking back when divine timing is working perfectly in your favor cannot be overstated. Your departure was orchestrated by divine wisdom to protect your soul and redirect your life toward greater happiness and purpose. Trust that their regret confirms you made the right choice. If leaving them created this much emotional upheaval in their life, it proves how much they were depending on your energy and generosity. Your absence is teaching them lessons about appreciation and respect that your presence never could. This divine intervention and ongoing guidance deserve recognition and gratitude. Show your appreciation for Archangel Michael's protection and wisdom by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens your connection to divine guidance and ensures continued support as you navigate this transformation. Remember that their regret, while validating, doesn't obligate you to return. Your new chapter is just beginning, and Archangel Michael will continue guiding you toward relationships and opportunities worthy of your beautiful heart. Trust the process and embrace your freedom.